Good morning, first grade. So, yesterday, during our Nearpod adventure, while we were trying to get that loaded, we were discussing a treatment agreement, which is how we would treat each other. And normally, in our classrooms, we would do that every day. We would do that at the beginning of the year, right at this time. However, ours looks a little different. We still have a treatment agreement, but it's more geared toward our virtual learning. So I wanted to kind of go over what we all kind of discussed, because then at the end, it's going to be your job to comment below and sign your name. And how I want you to sign your name is just to type it. And then what I'm going to do, or how you can sign your name, is just write your name on a piece of paper and then submit it. And then I'm going to copy all of them, and I'm going to put it on our Schoology. I'm going to copy all of your signatures and put it on this treatment agreement and glue them on the treatment agreement. But I wanted to kind of go over the things that we discussed. So the first part of our treatment agreement is how you guys will treat each other in Zoom calls, because that's how we see each other. And y'all came up with some great ideas. You said to help someone when they fall. So if they do fall we're going to help. We're going to be like, hey, are you okay? Which I thought was a great one. To take turns talking. You guys have been so good at that. You're waiting patiently. And you also help friends who are struggling. Like, you're ready to be like, oh, hey, I know that. I understand that one. And so you're really good with that. And so I'm very impressed. Some things that kind of change in our treatment agreement is on this side, it says student to teacher. But really, it's going to be student to parent. Now, remember, I have a virtual learner at home, and my daughter, Avery, when we get home, and I get home at about 5, her and I do her schoolwork for about 4 hours. We do our schoolwork. So we work from 5 to 9. So it is very difficult when she is getting very upset with me, because she does get upset with me because she thinks that I'm the one giving her work. And I tell her all the time, Avery, I'm not giving you your work. This is what you would do in a 3rd grade class. And that's what's happening at home. Your parents aren't assigning the work. I am. It's me. Because that's what you would do in my class. And what I want you to be prepared for is to come back into my room and having no issues. Because, guys, I want us to come back onto campus. When that's going to happen, I don't know. But we have to remember to be patient and kind. And that's the first thing I put on our treatment agreement. To be patient and to be kind. And yesterday, you guys were. You were so patient with me with the Nearpod. No one was getting upset with me. No one was yelling at me. And I am so very grateful for that, because I was worried, because I had spent time making that, because you guys deserved it. You did. You work hard. And you asked me to make that Nearpod, and I made a deal with you, and I made that Nearpod, and I wanted it to work. And so you were patient and kind. But always remember to be that way with your family as well, because they're helping you just like I am, but they're having to help you and work at the same time. So we have to remember to always be kind. Another thing we said was paying attention when on Zoom. I love to hear your stories. I really do. I love to see Wesley's cat. I love seeing Brooke and Miles drink their coffee. I love to hear Nat's stories and Aubrey, her pictures. I love to see everything that you guys do. And I'm going to try to see if we can just have a Zoom where we can just chat and kind of get to know each other, because I feel like we need to do that. And I'm working on that, trust me. But we need to remember that we have to stay paying attention when we're taking our calls and doing our numbers of the day. And you guys do. You really do. And so we just need to make sure that that's what we're doing, okay? And that we are focused. Also, we have to remember, and this is important, that your parents are amazing, okay? And they are working very hard. And we have to remember that every day, even though we're first graders, and people will say, oh, well, we're young. We don't know that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Your parents are amazing, and they are working overtime to make sure that they are helping you. Also, they're making sure that you have dinner. They're working hard for you when they go to work. They are cleaning up the house, and we have to remember that we have to take care of our parents too, and we have to remember that they are amazing, and they are working so very hard to make this all work. Okay? So please remember that. So when you get frustrated because you're like, oh, I don't want to read, or oh, I don't want to write because I'm writing so much, it's not your parents' fault. It's mine. And you can be mad at me. I don't want you to be mad at me, but I understand because I'm the teacher and I'm the one that's giving you this. And so I just want you to try your very, very best on things, okay? Which you guys have. Now, another part of the treatment agreement is what I, your teacher, do for you and for your parents. So that's one thing that I added. I'm going to make sure to have engaging and fun lessons. You guys love that time to climb. And so I'm going to make sure that I have that more in my live calls so that, you have fun. Like, so tomorrow during our live Zoom, we have a time to climb for science because you love those. And I'm even thinking we might need one for math. We might work on that today. We'll see. Also, to be available for you guys for any questions or technology issues that you may have. I greatly appreciate all that you have done, and you're so patient and kind with me when that technology stuff happens, and I really appreciate it. I really do, because it makes my job a little easier to know that you guys are not going to be upset with me if it's not running right away. So I really appreciate that. Also, to give you guys feedback on work that you completed throughout the week. I'm having a really hard time doing everything daily. I do look at all of your stuff at night. When I go home after I teach Avery, I look at all of your stuff. But it's hard. I'm trying to find the best way to give feedback on your daily assignments, but also to give feedback on your weekly assignments. And so I'm going to work on that, okay? And that's something that I'm going to really try my very best to do. But this is our treatment agreement. Now, we need to make sure that we follow it because we're in this together and we're working hard together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this video and I'm going to post this picture onto Schoology. I want you to sign your name on a piece of paper and take a picture and submit it. And then I'm going to print them and I'm going to paste them on our treatment agreement. And I am going to put them on ours. And anytime I start to kind of see the things not working, we're going to go back to it. Because yesterday, things weren't working in our house. Whew, Avery was so upset with me and getting mad because her science and social studies took a little bit longer, and then she had a math test, and we had to come back and we had to talk about it. And that's okay. But we have to remember that our parents are amazing and they're doing all kinds of wonderful things. You guys are amazing and you're doing everything that you're supposed to. So sign your name on a piece of paper, take a picture, submit it into Schoology. And I'll talk to you guys later.